Right, y'all, we are live. Looking for a little cash game. 10 cent, 25 cent is what I like to play. If I can get 2 tables of that, that makes me happy. If I cannot, that makes me sad. Uh, Attempting to get this to load here. I don't know what's going on with this ratio. It's having a fit. It's almost like I have to stop moving to get it to catch up. One of these moments it'll click and stop. Or not. Maybe it's stuck. It's in another world. There we go. Alright. So that's the thing. This doesn't show you the stakes. So I'll try to switch to the different side so I can see which cash. It's not okay. Can't get it to border right. Don't even worry about it. 25.50. I played a little bit of that last night while I was out singing karaoke. It was a little more aggressive. Played more like a 2-5 cash game at the casino. I like the 10 cent, 25 cent. It plays about like a 1-2 pretty much to me. So that's kind of the tables I like to play. I do like 9-handed tables, so I always go for those. I like to have 2 of these tables going, but normally I can only find 1 available. And this one even doesn't have 9 players full, but I think it will fill up. They like to do a lot of 6 tables, 6 max. Not a fan of that. When I play cash, I like for the blinds to be as far away from me as possible. So 9-handed, you know, you get 7 free looks. 6-handed, you only get 4 free looks. You know, so it's kind of pointless. You know, it's just one of them things, man, where it's ace king here. Got a guy early position raising. 3-bet in front of me. We're definitely going to give it a call. It's not a hand we want to fold, so I don't want to get a 4-bet in here. I just want to call and see a flop. And somebody's got a fucking 4-bet. It's always somebody that's got to ruin. Oh. First hand, really? I'd have to flop queen 10 jack to win the way that they're representing. Queens versus kings, kings versus aces, aces versus queens. I have their outs. Doesn't mean I'm going to get Broadway, though. If I hit 2 pair, I'm probably up against a set. I'm going to fold. And I didn't get there on the flop, so I lose $2 instead of 7. Because they've got to fire at this point. Aces versus queens. That was one of the hands I called. Man, that was easy. Yes. Well, at least it didn't get ugly. I mean, it got ugly for them. It didn't get ugly for me. I can live with that. Hmm. Yeah. I normally wouldn't place now, but since we had another pacing post, there's more in the pot, and then you got these limpers. I'm on the button. Here I'll pot it just to get some of these guys off their hand. I'll even make it $2. If they all fold, I win $1.10. Well, I got one caller. That sucks. Well, we got one to fold. No, I can't fold for $3. I did not see he was so shallow. Now I gotta hope to get lucky. It's capped off. No one can re-raise. We gotta hit the flop. Oh, we got the 9 of hearts. That is not pretty. We have a draw, but I don't think if we bet here, we can make people fold. So it's like we check and hope for a heart, but then we don't know where we're at, and then we just gotta hope it holds up. That was red. I thought I had it. It's like, oh, there's the heart. Boy. $1. Don't ask why, but I'm folding. No, I'm not. Ace on the river. That's gonna really help me. Psych. I'm so losing this fucking head to everybody else and their mom. There's a bigger ace out there. Oh, he checked? He chicken checked? I'm gonna just check too. The pot's big enough everywhere. Go in the side? Show me. He had a set. I won the side. That's so funny. The crazy thing was he went all in pre-flop for $3.05 with pocket sevens, and they give him the fucking 7. It's like, hey buddy, we just filled this table up and we want you to hang around. Here you go. Fucking unreal. 6 of 9. That was the one when we jumped on it. It's 8 of 9 now. So no openings at this one. It's full. Can I get on a wait list? I don't know. We got so much lag going right now. You couldn't even tell that this Ethernet was plugged up. Table won't even load. Oh, now it loads when I click close. That's perfect timing. See if it picks up any better this time. Oh, I'm not paying to see the players. I was trying to get on a waiting list. Pay 3 tickets to look at the players and their stacks. See that when I sit down. Mm. Oh shit. The fuck? Man. Hey, I get to sleep late tomorrow. I guess that means we'll stay up late tonight. Yeah. I just read that and didn't remember reading it. Well, I did remember, but I wasn't paying attention, I should say. I know a lot of people say, why are you folding there? But that's really like early to middle position. That hand plays better in late position. Um, just if it was suited, maybe I play it there, but not so much with people behind you to act. It's not like it's a premium, so. A little disappointed in myself in the hand that had the side pot because the guy bet $1 and I called. So on the river, when I hit my ace and they both checked, I should have bet $1, hoping to get a crying call. But the only thing is if I get raised there, it's gonna get ugly, and I have to make a really difficult call. So that's why I check behind, because anyone can bluff and raise you to win that side pot. You know, check, raise, bluff. I mean, it's not the most optimal strategic move, but I've done it. Man, we gotta see one more for $1. Now we can fold. None of that helps. Shit. How is there's no way in hell I'm winning this. I know a lot of you watching me drinking this probably like, what the hell are you drinking? So it's a mushroom coffee substitute. It's not mushroom coffee. Mushroom coffee has coffee with mushroom extract in it. This is no coffee at all. And it's something you drink instead of coffee. Has a lot of mushrooms, different types that are healthy for you. It's called mud water, and it's good for you, but it also make you go to the bathroom. So found that out day one. The normal serving is 1 tablespoon to 12 ounces of water that you've boiled or heated up. Mix it together. So I normally heat up the water in the microwave, 12-ounce cup, and then I just have the scoop, and I just have a half tablespoon scoop. If you have stomach issues, they say do half a serving instead of a full serving, and I found that to be true. And the reason I think is they claim to have the most milligrams of mushrooms per serving if you like compared to any other mushroom coffee. They say most mushroom coffees have about 700 milligrams per serving. These guys claim if you have a full serving, which is 1 tablespoon with 12 ounces of water, it will be anywhere between 2,200 to 3,000 milligrams of mushrooms, which would make you go to the bathroom. And nobody really knows their tolerance level for, like, I eat mushrooms on pizza, have no issues, but these are different types of mushrooms. Like, a lot of people just think of mushrooms and think of the ones you see on pizza and you put in spaghetti. No. So, and I think those are portobello, portobello, something like that, whatever they are. No big deal. But I invested in it. I spent enough to have a 1-month supply if I did a full serving. And since I'm now only on a half serving, I got a 2-month supply. But what I've been trying to do now is do it in the morning with a half serving and do it in the evening with a half serving. Because literally it's just the amount of mushrooms in a full tablespoon that's upsetting my stomach. Half tablespoon doesn't upset my stomach. And then one day I was like, well, technically then I should be able to double the water and do a full tablespoon by diluting it more. But technically that's not true, because you're diluting it, but you're not changing the milligrams of mushrooms in the powder. You're just adding more water to it when you're consuming it, which could maybe help it, liquefy better, you know, be less concentrated, but it'd still be the same amount of milligrams once the powder's absorbed into the water. So I'm thinking half tablespoon in the morning, half tablespoon in the evening, but it's kind of crazy because half tablespoon gives you energy. You know, it gives you energy like coffee. So I think what I'm going to do is one in the morning and then in the evening, like immediately, soon as I get off work. And that'll be like a pre-workout for an evening workout after work. I'm basically trying to get my routine down and start back working out and consuming some healthy stuff. I've been taking Redwood for a couple weeks now. Redwood is a all natural supplement made by UMZU, UMZU. It's for blood flow, you know, healthy blood flow. So it's got a lot of garlic in it, horse chestnut, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, but it's all for, you know, heart health and healthy blood pressure. You know, I'm not on blood pressure medication, but why not take something that's going to help blood pressure anyway? What's it going to hurt? I did notice before I got the mud water, when I was just taking the Redwood, the coffee I would drink in the morning suddenly didn't work. I would feel sleepy. And it's kind of strange because I have a friend that has blood pressure issues. And I mean, he's on blood pressure medication, but he doesn't like taking it because it makes him tired. So I was like, well, this isn't even blood pressure medication. This is all natural stuff in a capsule that you consume, and it helps with blood flow, which in turn helps with blood pressure. And you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, well, maybe it's lowering my blood pressure because I run slightly elevated. I'm not gonna lie, and you know, it's just one of them things. Okay, so we got queens and fours with an ace kicker. We're just gonna call. Yeah. No math, no math, no reason. We're just gonna call. This is like, you know, it's just like he ain't got the flush. There's no logic, there's no numbers, there's no thought process. It was just we're gonna call. You know. So today I decided to do a brisket in my electric pellet grill. And I decided that I would give it a whirl with something I used to do when I didn't have a grill and I'd want to make a brisket at home. I'd buy a turkey bag and you put all your veggies in there. You put the brisket in there. You tie it up. You get some Lipton, like gravy juice or whatever. Lipton, or you put some beef broth in there, and I mean you put celery, carrots, potatoes, all it's like a pot roast, but it's a brisket, and you put all that in there, and you put it in the oven with the bag sealed, and you put a slit at the top, and you just let that joker cook. Well, I didn't put any veggies in here, and I didn't add any broths because brisket, well, it has its own broth, its own fat, you know, like the fat renders and that creates the juice. So we're gonna go with that and just let that be it. I think I might should have put a pan underneath the grill grate. I'm cooking it low and slow at 200. So, I mean, turkey bags handle the temperature of higher than that. So I don't think it'll stick to the grate, like heat up and stick to the grate and burst or melt, you know. May check on it here in a bit. Just for, like, I didn't plan on opening it at all. 'Cause my grill has a, where it drains the grease trap. So even if that bag were to bust on the bottom or melt, the grease would go down the channels and into the grease trap. So we're just going to leave it alone. We're not even going to look at it. We'll look at it tomorrow, 12 hours later. I programmed it for 200 degrees, 12 hours. Slow and low and forever. I'm not in a hurry. I don't care what happens. There's not a care in the world. The only thing we're doing is checking the hopper for wood pellets and adding more wood pellets to keep smoke going in there. So I checked it. It was low. There was some ash and some still lit. So I put more on top. So in a little bit, I'll go out there and check and see if the ones on top have ignited, you know, from the ones on bottom that still had cherries. And if not, I'll hit the flame button and it'll reignite them. You know, look at there. We got us a premium to go with. So I've never been to Shoe Carnival. My buddy told me the other day, he was like, man, they have really good deals. They got Nikes there too, because he knows I wear Nikes or Jordans. Basketball shoes mainly. And why is he 3-betting? He's got position though, so that might. But why would you 3-bet somebody that's in early position? That is really stupid. Really strong, not really stupid. You have to be really strong to do. Okay, we got the ace of clubs. We got a royal, not a royal draw, but a Broadway draw, nut flush draw, represent nut flush draw, I might add. So we don't have the nut flush draw, but we're holding the nut card for the nut flush draw. So that's why we're betting here, because a lot of people are like, why are you betting $5 here? Because I have the ace of clubs and I know he doesn't. So, you know, if another club lands, I can shove whether I have a straight or not. And I know he doesn't have the nut. Okay, well, that's the money fucking card. We're just going to go all in and make it look stupid. You either have ace king or you don't, or you got pocket queens in the set. Either way, we're trying to double up through you, baby. Get in there and fight. Oh, chop fucking pot. Get the fuck out of here. Look at that asshole playing that garbage. 3-betting with ace king like it's aces or queens or kings or something. You suck, monkey balls. Didn't make any money. I thought the other guy called the $2. I should have made $1 or something. I guess the rake ate it all. This is fucking bullshit. Yeah, so I went to Shoe Carnival and saw these gray and blue Nike Renew Elevate 3s, and they were reduced to $45. And this was on Sunday, and Sunday was the last day, a tax-free day in Texas, and that's where I was at. And I was like, $45, no tax, you know, just out the door. Can't beat that, you know. It'd be different if I had to pay the taxes on it. It was tax-free weekend, and it was reduced to $45. I mean, these are like $80 shoes. Probably when they first came out, they were $130, $120. So, you know, but now they're $70, $80. Like I looked them up online, and they're in store $70, $80 somewhere. Why does this asshole keep, you know, it was him a while ago. Now it's him raising him back. This is personal between the two of them. But I'm going to get in the middle of it and try and break both of them. I'm sick of the shit. Let's go. Fucking right. I got Daniel's hand. I'm open-ended with bottom pair. Works for me. For those of y'all who don't know, 7-10 suited is Daniel Negreanu's favorite hand. He's a really good player. He's in my top 5. So, there you go. We made a little bit then. About damn time. Now let's check and see if there's another table we can get 2 of these. That would be, we're trying to multiply ourselves here, and there's not a seat. Both are full. This one's full, that one's full. Don't like the 6-handed ones. I like the 9. I'm not sleepy, I'm just pretending to be. There's a difference. Well, that didn't help. Any ace beats me. Yeah, so Thought about singing karaoke tonight, but I did last night at two bars. Got two songs in at one bar and two songs in at another bar. So it's like, I should probably just chill and go to my training tomorrow. No need in pushing it. I kind of wanted to go because I got to work this weekend, and it's hard to go when you got to work because then you got to get up the next day bright and early, getting back late, getting up early. Those two don't go together. So with the training being like a later start time, and it's not a 12-hour day, I figured it'd be okay to do it tonight. I'm not ruling it out. Don't you just love when you flop a straight flush, royal flush draw? Don't you just love it? Yeah, I bet. They'll all fold. I mean, it looks like I have ace jack or some shit or nine. Yeah, I'm not going to get paid on it. If the flush comes in, I don't get paid either, so it's one of them things. But I did take down a pot, so that's what matters. Another reason I want to play two tables is because sometimes, like now, this guy's taking forever. This is a hand I should fold, but now I'm getting bored and I'm like, oh, well, it's suited. I should play it, But I'm going to fold it and just go check on the pellet hopper. The microphone is still on me, so if I'm talking or you hear, me moving stuff on the grill, that's the microphone picking up the audio because it's Bluetooth. So, well. So those new pellets that I put in the hopper on top of the smoldering, partially lit, basically smothered out what was on bottom. So I just hit the reignite button, and because it ignites from the top. For a while I was trying to put less pellets in and smoke a chicken so it wouldn't be as dark. And I think all I need to do is just get a turkey bag whenever I smoke the chicken. Like, you can get the smoke taste without the charness of the smoke on the skin if you put it in a turkey bag. And the thing I bought has two of them. So I'll probably buy a whole chicken here and do it next. But I won't even freeze it. I'll just buy it after I eat this whole brisket, which will take, I don't know how long. I'll probably cut it in sections, and then I'll warm up each section. I'll freeze it, but whenever I'm going to use that section, I'll thaw it out, warm it up in the air fryer with it wrapped in butcher paper, because I bought butcher paper, And, once it gets warmed up, take it out and slice it, chop it, dice it, whatever I'm going to do with it. You know, make brisket quesadillas for breakfast, egg and brisket tacos. They make those at Buc-ee's, egg and brisket tacos. There's tons of stuff you can do with that brisket. I thought about making some red beans and putting the brisket in there as like the meat, or for flavor, like the fat of the brisket. Put the fat in there with the beans when you cook them. Maybe even doing some pinto beans and then letting that fat render in that Instapot while the pinto beans cook. Then once they're done, stick them in the blender, let it blend up. You got refried beans, but not pork soaked refried beans, beef fat soaked refried beans. That's crazy. We won 3 pots and we're up $3. If we weren't down from them first few hands, we'd be up a lot more. But it's okay. I'd rather be up $3 than down $3, I can tell you that. Gonna go to this car wash and get my vehicle clean, but place was packed. Wasn't enough time, and it's like, I'll come down here on a day when I don't have nothing to do and I can sit and wait. Oh, come on, man. This is a cash game. If you had to go to the bathroom, you could sit out. Yeah, we'll see a flop. We're suited. Ugh. I'm folding. Fuck that shit. Good fold. Uh-oh. See what they got. Is he gonna call? This is a very light raise, 55 cents pre-flop, so it could be ace-4, it could be 4-6. It could be, because it's such a small, oh, he's got 6, yeah, ace-jack. Like, I'd raise with ace-3, ace-4 suited, maybe 55 cents is what I'm thinking, so that's why I got out of there. I was like, he flopped a straight, but he didn't. He was just betting for no reason, trying to steal, which is what people do. They're gonna do it. What lesson you take from that is this guy that's on the dealer button, Fupa, will call with an underpair that doesn't beat the board. We got bottom pair and we're gonna bet it. And people are like, well, why would you bet bottom pair? I'm like, well, shit. One thing's gonna call you is top pair, middle pair ain't gonna call. This guy will call anything. He proved that last hand. Oh, he fold. Got some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. Alrighty, let's see what we're gonna do when we come for you. Doo-doo! He's never gonna put me on a two. He's got a call with two overs. Oh, he must have garbage. Two overs a call there. Oh my gosh. Well, he has less money. Maybe not. He has to hit the flop to call. If he had a starting stack of 25, he calls. I didn't look at his stack. See, that's a mistake there. I should look at this stack, bet less, and get value when I get those sets. I got to pay attention. That's a spot I'm missing there. I'm just clicking. I ain't look at how much money he had. I should have been really calculating it. I mean, he left too. Damn. He was just hoping to hit the board. He lucky he didn't hit the board. I'd have got him. So they got the big WinStar Casino has their freaking tournament, Red River Poker Series tournament, whatever the hell it's called. I don't fucking know. I've never played it. Not a fan of it. I'm like a WSOP fanboy, which is really dumb. Say, I only play WSOP events, when it really should just be, I play whatever tournament is in my region available from whatever, card league or whatever. So So I've watched a lot of videos about a lot of school of thought on making a good brisket. From people that say beef tallow is what you need to make it juicy, and some people say you don't need beef tallow because the brisket actually has fat in it that renders during long as you cook it slow and low, and the fat will render the juiciness that you need. And by taking beef tallow, because a lot of places, even Goldie's, which was like #1 in Texas in barbecue in some magazine this year, they trim their brisket, they trim the fat, and then they boil it and render the tallow from that. And they put it on the smoker, uncovered, just open, and they let it cook at about 200 degrees, I think he said, for 12 hours. Won't even touch it, won't even look at it. Then he takes it off and he wraps it in foil or butcher paper with beef tallow, a cup of beef tallow, which is essentially just fat that's been rendered and boiled on the stove. I mean, so it's like you're adding grease basically to something that already has fat that's going to render that juicy greasiness. So I don't know. I mean, it looks good, it looks juicy, it doesn't taste bad. They wrap it and then they leave it alone for like 2 hours with that tallow, and the brisket absorbs it. Like, they don't even pour it on the brisket, they just pour it on the foil, and they sit the brisket on top of it and wrap it tight, and while it's wrapped so tight, it just absorbs it through the whole slab of meat, apparently. And I get it, but I bought some of the tallow and tried it and everything, and I don't know, brisket is already a very juicy meat, depending on the fat that, is between the two muscles. And it's one of them things where it's to the point, like, my stomach doesn't tolerate fatty meats well. Because I thought I had a beef tolerance issue, because I do no meat for a while. So when I do these no meat months and then I go back to meat, there is a transition where your stomach is shocked and upset because you're eating meat and you weren't before. Well, that is not the case. If I eat chicken, I'm fine. We're gonna go all in. If I eat chicken, I'm fine. But okay, we got overs. Yes, get his ass out of there. I thought we had overs, but I was like, damn, he called so quick, I thought he had pocket jacks. So that's a double up we're looking for there. We're looking, and it wasn't a full double up, but we're looking for a hand where we can get it all in, and either we're drawing to a better hand or we have the best hand and we're gonna win. Those are the spots we want. We want to make money, and then we want to go on to the next one and continue to make money and not give it back. But anyway, so every time I make a brisket, I don't know if it's the fat, and then I think it's the fat, because I had some beef ribs I made on the electric smoker, and they're very fatty, and I don't know if maybe I should have cooked them a little longer. No, because I did one batch that I cooked for a short period of time, like the book says on the cooker. And then there was another batch I cooked for a longer period of time. And I don't know, I felt like the ones I cooked for the longer period of time were more tender and juicy because the fat got all in it. But that actually upset my stomach and made me go to the bathroom. So I think it's just these very fatty meats. My stomach has a low fat tolerance level. Because if I eat fajitas, beef fajitas, or carne asada, steak, whatever, My stomach's not upset. So I think it's just the fat. I gotta make sure I don't get any of the fat. Otherwise, it's no bueno for us. I'm gonna go out here and check this hopper, make sure it's ignited all the way, and we got smoke going again. Alexa, turn on porch light. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, buddy. Alexa, turn off porch light. Yeah, we got that smoke rolling. Yeah. We're just gonna keep ever so often go out there and put more wood pellets in there. That's all we're gonna do. Keep it at 200, add wood pellets. Keep it at 200, add wood pellets. Go to bed, whatever. Hello? What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm sitting here at home. You didn't tell me to come on. You want me to come on? Yeah, I'm serious. Why is it weird? It don't matter to me.